So we got all that stuff. And we'll see if we can wrap up our work today. So we've got the camera working. Suzanne's playing around with it right now. And we'll see what we can make happen here. Exciting stuff. Haven't had a chance to check out any comments or anything, but maybe I'll have to call Suzanne and get some updates. We can do a live Q&A session. Tell you what I know about the camera. We still got some work to do on the control side of things. We've got to get everything organized so we can do our remote control sessions with it and be able to log in and everybody can do what we need to on the remotes. And then, so there'll be a little bit of some trial here, getting presets loaded up and making sure we can access everything appropriately. And you'll have fun being able to define new presets. The cool thing about this camera is that we have those lights on the camera, and they go wherever the camera goes. So that's super exciting. That means we'll be able to see a little bit stuff around. Those lights should broadcast. I think they go out at least 800 feet or so, maybe 1,000 feet. But with the other thing with this camera is it's got really high sensitivity to light. So even when it's pretty dark out, it'll still be able to see in color quite a bit, which is really cool. So what I'm doing right now is I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna capture the audio lines from one of these microphones and see if we can bring that up and get that up to the Nest. Right, the Nest camera. Here, I got all kinds of stuff taped up in here. That's not the one I want. Which one do I want? Interesting. We've had so many different versions of stuff over the years. It's kind of hard to keep track of. What's what? I want to take that off. I don't really want to take that off. I might not have a choice. Suzanne's showing you some views around the area. It's interesting, it's a little bit kind of hazy out right now with the way the angle of the sun is and everything. Some clouds at the end. should be able to get a lot more zoom on this microphone, or I mean on this camera. I think the other one had about 23 times zoom power. And I think this one has about 30 or something like that. So a fair bit more reach on this one. Alright, so microphone. What we want to use. I need some audio cable. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I was just about 15 minutes too slow on getting to my call and everything else. I could have had all this up and running almost 15 minutes earlier. But you know what? Better late than never. Let's see here. And there's a lot of picture settings on this camera. So there's a lot of different things we can adjust. We can adjust the brilliance, the color tones and saturation. We can even adjust it for different types of days, color during the different times of the day. So there's a lot we're going to be playing around with just to dial it in. So the picture we got right now may or may not be what we end up with. We'll just have to experiment. And this is a new camera for everybody here, so we're just going to kind of play around with it and see how we can tweak it to best meet our needs and how it works. And I've got another camera because you guys were so generous and our fundraiser went so well. I've got another camera just like it, except it's black. And that is going to, I believe we're going to put that down on the river. And that'll have to be another day. But we've got plans and we're working up to it. Now, why did I choose a gray camera for this location? Well, it was on purpose. I really felt like because we can see this camera from the ranch pole, I didn't want a black camera against maybe a lighter colored sky. So I didn't really want a white camera either. And with Access, we only had the option of white. But I went with gray, something a little more neutral, and something that hopefully blends in a little bit with the background and everything. So we'll see. Not really a critical thing, but something worth noting. I see that the camera is now pointing straight down for some reason, so we might have to see what Suzanne's up to in there. Maybe she lost control of it. We are going through and trying to fine-tune things and making sure we've got everything dialed in. And I did run into a control issue where I was able to control it from the office, but not her office. So, like I said, we got a number of things we got to keep looking at and testing out with it. So far in all my preliminary testing, though, everything's been looking really good. So I got the microphone put back together there. Looks like, oh, there it goes. Wondering why the camera wasn't moving too much. Hi, everybody. So we've still got the backup microphone. That one's hanging out here. And we've got the primary microphone that I'm hooking up to a little box that's behind us here, a little space box there. So many zip ties. What would we do without zip ties? Apparently not much. All right, now I gotta go up a little further. This is the kind of stuff you always want to go faster, but never does. All these little connections and parts and pieces. That's why I try to prep stuff as much as I can before I get up here. All right, now it's time to make our audio connection. Alright. Alright, you may or may not be hearing audio on the live stream now. I'm not sure. But I've got it plugged in. So I'm going to put the cover on this gadget in the hopes that it is all functionally tied together there. If I brought the cover up, maybe I left the cover in another box down there. That would go to figure, you know, and bring everything I need, everything I need, and then nope, cover plate's not there. Classic. Yeah, I've got most everything I need here. So, well, it's time to go down and check audio. That's fine. We'll go make sure. Oh, there's the cover. Never mind. See, I was right, and then I wasn't, and then I was right again. I love it when that happens. Good thing I looked a little harder. All right, a couple more screws. I'm shaking the pole, just so you know. It's not the camera. The nice thing about this camera, though, is it's supposed to have pretty good automatic image stabilization, which should allow it to take out some of the wind that comes in and pushes it around. In case you were wondering, that sound you heard was my head banging against the edge of the lift. That was exciting. All right, I need to take a measurement. That's 5 1/4. 5 1/4 inch block. All right, well, I'm gonna go down and check on a few things, see if we've had success in the audio department. And then I'll come back up and clean up a few things and we'll call it a day if everything's good.